Did you know some trees can be toxic to horses? Yes, you heard it right. Our gentle giants can be in serious danger just by snacking on the wrong kind of foliage. Just as there are certain foods that don't agree with us, there are some trees that, if ingested, could pose a serious risk to the health of horses. It's a less known fact, but it's one that carries a lot of weight, especially if you're a horse owner or caretaker. Today, we're going to delve into this important topic. We'll be discussing 15 types of trees that, while they might look harmless or even beautiful, are actually toxic to horses. This is not just about the trees in your backyard, but also those in pastures, along trails, and in other places where horses might roam. Stay tuned as we delve into the list of these dangerous trees. Your knowledge could save a horse's life. First on our list is the black walnut tree. This tree contains a toxin called juglone, which can lead to a painful condition known as laminitis in horses. The black walnut is a large deciduous tree recognized for its dark, deeply furrowed bark and pinnate leaves. If a horse ingests the leaves, bark, or nuts of this tree, it may exhibit signs of toxicity, such as lameness, increased temperature, and a bounding digital pulse. Transitioning to another tree of concern, meet the red maple. This tree stands out with its brilliant red foliage in the fall. However, its wilted or fallen leaves contain a toxin that poses a grave danger to horses. This toxin can cause hemolytic anemia, a serious condition where the horse's body destroys its own red blood cells, leading to weakness, jaundice, and potentially death. So remember to keep your horse away from black walnut and red maple trees. Moving on to the third and fourth entries on our list, oak and cherry trees. Majestic oak trees, part of the Quercus species, are a common sight in many landscapes. They're not just breathtaking to look at, they also house a secret danger to our equine friends. Their leaves, acorns, or bark contain tannins and other compounds. When ingested by horses, these compounds can cause gastrointestinal upset and even kidney damage. Now let's turn our attention to cherry trees belonging to the prunus species. Their leaves, twigs, or pits are laced with cyanogenic glycosides. This compound can lead to cyanide poisoning if ingested by horses. The cherry tree's intoxicating blossoms and fruits can easily lure a horse, making it a silent predator lurking in your pasture. In conclusion, the beauty of oak and cherry trees can mask their potential dangers. Keep your horse clear of oak and cherry trees to avoid these serious health issues. Next up are yew and black locust trees, both of which pose a serious threat to horses. Yew trees belonging to the taxus species are evergreen shrubs or trees. They're often recognized by their needle-like leaves and red berries, but don't let their beauty fool you. Every part of these trees is laced with toxic alkaloids. Ingestion can lead to a rapid cardiac arrest and, unfortunately, death in horses. On the other hand, we have black locust trees, known scientifically as Robinia pseudoacacia. These trees are native to the southeastern United States and are characterized by their long, compound leaves and fragrant white flowers. However, they harbor toxic compounds within them. If a horse munches on parts of this tree, it could suffer from colic, depression, and gastrointestinal irritation. In short, both yew and black locust trees are a definite no-no for horse pastures. As we round up our list, let's look at the remaining toxic trees. The lilac tree, with its fragrant purple flowers, may seem harmless, but its leaves and stems contain compounds that can upset a horse's stomach. Rhododendron and azalea, beautiful flowering shrubs, are not as innocent as they appear. All parts of these plants contain toxins, which can cause cardiac and gastrointestinal issues in horses. Next up, we have the mountain laurel, a native of the eastern United States. Its toxins can affect the cardiovascular and nervous systems in horses. Similarly, the English laurel, despite its attractive glossy leaves and clusters of creamy white flowers, contains cyanogenic glycosides in its leaves and seeds, which can lead to cyanide poisoning in horses. The horse chestnut tree, despite its name, is not a friend to horses. It contains esculin and other toxic compounds that can cause gastrointestinal upset and neurological symptoms in horses. The same goes for the buckeye tree, another member of the Aesculus family. The hemlock tree, known for its feathery foliage, contains the toxin cunin, which affects the nervous system and can lead to paralysis and even death in horses. The black cherry tree, despite its delicious fruit, is a danger to horses. Its leaves, twigs, and pits contain cyanogenic glycosides, which can result in cyanide poisoning. Finally, we have the English ivy. This climbing plant is popular for its hardy nature and evergreen foliage. However, its leaves and berries contain toxins that can cause gastrointestinal upset and neurological symptoms in horses. And there you have it. Those were 15 trees that compose a severe threat to our equine friends. Remember, the best way to protect your horses is to be knowledgeable about these trees. Keep a vigilant watch over your pastures and consult with a veterinarian or equine specialist if you're ever in doubt. Stay tuned for our next segment where we discuss safety measures to protect your horses from these toxic trees. So now that you know about these toxic trees, what's the next step? The answer lies in being proactive. Regularly inspect your pastures and turnout areas, keeping a keen eye out for any of these potentially hazardous plants. Should you spot any, don't hesitate to remove them immediately. It's not just about knowing what's toxic, but also ensuring that these threats are kept at bay from our beloved equines. Moreover, it's worth reaching out to a veterinarian or an equine specialist. They're the experts, after all, with the knowledge and tools to provide further guidance on identifying and managing toxic plants in horse habitats. They can help you devise a strategy that's tailored to your specific situation, taking into account the local flora and your horse's grazing habits. Remember, the safety and health of our horses depends on our knowledge and vigilance. Stay safe and keep your horses away from these toxic trees. If you found this video helpful or interesting, show some appreciation by hitting the like button and subscribing for more. This helps us a lot so we can make more informative videos about horses.